Hey, what's up guys? You're back with your man TechNick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. Now today, it really is all about the latest tech. I have the Xiaomi Mi 9 here and the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Now both of these phones come paired with a 7nm Snapdragon 855 chip. Yes, the Samsung is indeed an 855 chip and not the Exynos variant, since it is from China. Now both of these phones are paired with a whopping 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. So when it comes to specs, they are pretty much like and like when it comes to something like this, such as a speed test. They should have no problems whatsoever running apps, keeping them open in the background, and especially when it comes to speed of opening the apps, it will be really interesting to see which phone actually outdoes the other. Both of them have been optimized for apps and battery and what have you, and have worked really closely with Qualcomm, so it'll be really interesting to see how these phones stack up against each other. Now, when it comes to fairness in these tests, I try and make it as fair as possible, and when it comes to a speed test, one of the biggest things is animations. I got this hacked in my last video, so I'm just letting you guys know that both animation sets have been disabled here, and they have also been disabled in the developer options as well. What I've also done with the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is gone over to display and make sure that it is displaying in 1080p Full HD Plus, because the Xiaomi is limited to that, just so that it is as even as possible when it comes to opening apps singularly. I've also decided to go ahead and place the covers on these phones, since the Xiaomi is like a little rocking boat over here. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's go! So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys is power both of these phones on. So I know this is not necessarily the most important thing when it comes to doing in a speed test, but there are still a couple people that do decide to turn their phones off when they go to bed, or say when they're writing an exam, or so on and so forth. So for those people out there that turn off your phone a lot, this is going to make a slight little bit of a difference to your life. So coming on a full boot here, you can see that the Xiaomi gets the first point here with their boot speeds, where Samsung is still showing us the logo. Okay, there we go. Samsung not too far behind, but going into the actual devices, let's see which one boots all the app icons first. And Xiaomi got it there. Second point awarded to Xiaomi, and Samsung are now up over there. So what we're going to do, we're going to run a speed test from camera all the way down to PUBG, and we're going to run it all the way back to see which apps are still running in the background, and allocate a point to each device. That obviously takes the cake. But before we go ahead and do that, both of these phones are fitted with pretty fast facial recognition sensors in the camera, as well as under display fingerprint sensors. So I want to go ahead and test out those speeds pretty quick, because that is how you will be getting into your phone most of the time in your everyday life. So let's go ahead and shoot with facial recognition. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Samsung is in. Took a while. Xiaomi in, obviously, super quick. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Samsung a little bit quicker than its previous round. Xiaomi definitely quicker. 3, 2, 1. Samsung in again, but Xiaomi definitely quicker. Xiaomi takes the third point over there. Okay, now moving on to the under display fingerprint sensor. The one in the Xiaomi is optical, so it should be faster as opposed to the ultrasonic one found in the S10 Plus. Though the ultrasonic one is more secure over here, that does not matter, since this is indeed a speed test. So without further ado, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Xiaomi definitely faster over there. So let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. Xiaomi quicker. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, pretty much the same there, but I'm going to give the point to Xiaomi, since it is more consistent in going in the phone really fast, though the Samsung does not give any issues. Though this is a speed test, so speeds aside, Xiaomi wins that one. So we're going to go ahead and start with the actual speed test, starting off at camera. So before we do that, let's make sure that all of the apps are closed, and they are indeed all closed, no recent apps. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with camera. Okay, pretty much neck and neck there, and switch over to the selfie cam. Okay, a little bit faster on the Xiaomi there, and take a snap. Definitely quick on the Xiaomi over there. Okay, now let's go ahead to gallery. Okay, pretty much the same, and open up the photo we just took. I think faster on the Xiaomi for sure. Going over to the calculator, these are all system apps, so they should be pretty similar. Same over there, phone, pretty much exactly the same over there. Settings, a little bit faster on the Xiaomi. Spotify, faster on the Xiaomi for sure. Open up Astral VPN, since I need a VPN in China, and Samsung definitely faster there. Turning them on, pretty much exactly the same. Going through into Facebook, what's going to load quicker here? Okay, the Samsung takes the lead over here with that. And let's go through to Instagram. Okay, pretty much neck and neck there. and let's go on to Twitter. Okay, a little bit faster on the Xiaomi there, and let's head over to YouTube. Okay, quicker on the Samsung for that one. Okay, let's open up Netflix. A little bit quicker on the Xiaomi there for sure. And let's go through to Photoshop. Okay, faster on the Xiaomi a little bit and opening up a photo. A little bit quicker on the Samsung there. Okay, let's go through to Adobe Premiere Clip. Quicker on the Xiaomi over there, and let's go ahead and export the clip. And we'll export it at 1080p for both. Definitely faster on the Samsung there at processing that video clip. Okay, going over to Google Chrome. Pretty much neck and neck, a little bit faster on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. And shooting through to Subway Surfer. Okay, pretty much the same over there. And let's go ahead and hit on flip diving. Okay, a little bit quicker on the Xiaomi there for sure. And let's go through to Angry Birds. Okay, a little bit quicker on the Xiaomi, of course. That seems to be the case here for most apps. And let's go and click on Temple Run 2. Okay, definitely quicker on the Xiaomi here. And let's go ahead and open our last app, which is PUBG. This is definitely the most graphic and CPU intense app of the lot. This is quite a heavy game. I'm sure most of you know this already though. So it looks like it's going a bit quicker on the Xiaomi. Let's see what actually happens with the end result. It'll also be interesting going backwards and seeing which apps have remained open in the background on both of these phones. So we have this nice looking anniversary update here for PUBG. And it is loading on both devices, and it is slightly quicker there on the Xiaomi. So we're gonna go ahead and just remove all of these rewards, and let's go back to the home screen, and you can see that all of the apps are indeed still open. So we're gonna go ahead and see which are still running in the background. So let's start off with PUBG and go all the way back to camera. So let's go through there, round 2. Okay, quicker on the Xiaomi, and Temple Run. The same, equally the same. And Angry Birds, a little bit faster on the Xiaomi for sure. And let's go through to flip diving. Neck and neck, let's go ahead and click on Subway Surfers. A little bit quicker on the Xiaomi. And let's go through to Chrome. Quicker on the Xiaomi and Adobe Clip. Quicker on the Xiaomi, let's go through to Photoshop. Quick on the Xiaomi. It seems like there's a little bit of lag on the S10 Plus now. It looks like their RAM management is not the best. Netflix, a little bit quicker on the Xiaomi. YouTube, definitely quicker on the Samsung since it kept it open and the Xiaomi killed the app. Let's go through to Twitter. Okay, Xiaomi faster there. Instagram, Xiaomi faster there. Let's go through and hit on Facebook. They both had to reload them, but Xiaomi was quicker in the end over there. And let's head over to Astral. Okay, and we can turn Astral off. The Samsung was quicker in opening up Astral. Let's click on Spotify then. Okay, Samsung kept Spotify running in the background, and Xiaomi decided to kill it, so we'll give that point to Samsung. And let's go through to settings. Settings was still open on the Samsung, but it was killed on the Xiaomi. I did make sure that there are no restrictions on the battery life for either device on any of these apps, and Xiaomi is still killing them, so get a point for phone there on the Samsung side. Go through to calculator, quicker on the Samsung since it was still open. Let's go through to gallery. Once again, still open on the Samsung, and it almost had to be reopened, but it's still open to the same picture, which made me seem as if it was kind of hiding in the background, sleeping in the background, but it was still open. So maybe that is something new with Xiaomi's AI there. And going through to the camera, Samsung had it still facing forward, which means the app was still open. So that is just dandy great, guys.
So we have a total of 22 points for the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and 37 points for the Xiaomi Mi 9, almost double what the S10 Plus had done. In round 1 you saw pretty much exactly double on the Mi 9 compared to the S10 Plus, and on round 2 you could see that the Samsung definitely started to catch up at the end there, since Samsung definitely held a lot more apps around in the background, though Xiaomi was always quicker to open up the app even if it had already been closed.
And until next time guys, this is TechNick.